All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what it do? This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Midheaven, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, your house placements, whatever or wherever you have fire in your chart. This is for you. Okay, I heard as I was shuffling the cards for you guys the Justin Timberlake song. Justin Timberlake song. Can I speak? I'm bringing sexy back. So some of you guys are definitely bringing sexy back. Okay, them mother don't know how to act, and so you gonna move accordingly. Is what I'm getting from that song. Okay, I'm gonna bring back the what the actual fuck spread that I used to do on my channel. So the layout is as follows. There is an overlying theme, which you guys have the death card for this week coming through. And there's going to be a cruise that hounds you, or maybe stopping you from fully embodying that energy or letting go of whatever you need or transforming whatever you need at this time. And that is the Emperor card. All right. Now, what's real about the situation that you're in? You have Judgment. Jesus. What's wrong about the situation that you're in? Y'all have the Three of Swords in reverse. This is all made up in the mind. Now, where you need more information, you have the Five of Swords. Again, made up in the mind. Final outcome card, though, for you guys, you have the Two of Wands. And now the World card is at the bottom of the deck. I swear to God. You guys have the most major arcana cards than any other spread that I have done. Okay? You have the Death and the Emperor. My gosh. So with the Emperor card, actually no, let's start with the Death card because this is the overlying theme. This is coming to a point of release. Whatever's been going on in y'all's lives, you knew that at some point it would come to this, okay? And so there's a grievance that you guys are having, or you're in a state of mourning. But make sure that you don't stay in this energy longer than you need to, because with death comes rebirth. You know what I'm saying? If you've had to let go of like an idea, a project, or a person, it's because it got to the point where it was stagnant, right? That soil that you were trying to produce something in was infertile, okay? And so you're trying to, or you're needing to be propelled and pushed forward into new earth and new opportunities, but you can only do so once you have made peace with this energy, once you really are serious about the fact that you need to transform here, okay? This is looking through your eyes into your soul. This is you getting very, very honest with yourself about what it is that you need in your life, and stop holding on to things because they feel familiar to you. Okay, with the Emperor card here, this is the Emperor in between these two structures. Okay, and you see the head that's in the middle of this. So this is using your intelligence to create structure in the midst of chaos. Okay, this is moving forward very diligently. I don't want to say aggressively, but that word is coming through. But this is really just taking the reins here. All right. Some of you guys are afraid of what you can do and just how powerful you guys are with this Emperor card as the cruise that hounds you. Some of you guys are misusing your power and your status, right? And your leadership abilities to the detriment of you because it's in the cruise that hounds you position. Now, what's right about the situation, or what's real about the situation, you have the Judgment card. So this is, again, with that death energy, what happens before you can fully let go, once you come to the point of acceptance, right? That it is what it is. This is you allowing for all the things and potential mistakes, right, of your past to come up with this Judgment card, and for you to, you know, take the veil off. And this came through with water's energy, so maybe you have some heavy water placements within you as well, and addressing the things that you may not like about yourself, or maybe about another person if they're in your external environment here. And you are really uncovering and unmasking the things that you have been trying to push under the rug for so long. I just saw 444, okay? And you are really coming to truly look at those, and not from a place of bitterness, but from a place of like acknowledgement, like, okay, like this didn't work out, but this was a lesson that I can extract, right? The tidbits that I need to put forward in the next thing that I'm going to be involved in the next relationship that I'm going to be involved in. So you're not making the same mistakes going forward. But this is definitely a final decision. Now, if you have been in a relationship and you guys have broken up, with this Emperor energy here and this Death card, they are either a Scorpio with heavy Scorpio placements here, or another fire sign that you guys have been dealing with, because Mars rules Scorpio and the sign of Aries. So those are the contenders here, right? Maybe it's been a crosswords. Jace, maybe you've been at a crossroads as far as which person you want to move forward with and build a life with, because the Emperor is the number 4, and there is some building here, but there's been a halt in construction, okay, here. So if you've been trying to play two parties, I feel like somebody pulled the rug from underneath your feet, and has made that executive decision here, and they have decided to separate themselves from you because you were taking too long to make a decision here, and that puts you in this energy, and that's why you're coming through like this so heavy, because it was a very unexpected rapid change there. All right, though you knew that there was a possibility that that would happen, by pussyfooting is what I'm hearing, you still weren't courageous enough or brave enough or bold enough with this Emperor card to put your foot down or to profess your passion or desire for this person, and to really put the action behind the way that you may feel, like the depth of emotion and love that you may have felt for this person. And so they've just made that final decision, like, okay, then it's just not going to work out, and they have walked away, okay? What's wrong about the situation? Again, it came from miscommunication. It came from not being honest, maybe with yourself, first and foremost, before having that type of conversation or confrontation with another person here. But this was of your own doing. I don't feel like this was something that the other person has done if you're dealing with another individual. All right? For some of you guys, a lot of the strife and chaos that's going on in your life is from the constructs of your mind, right? You're hurting your own self. You're hurting your own heart with doing that. But at the same time, it's not as bad as it seems with this 3 of Swords that's here, okay? Where you need more information, 5 of Swords. It's not as bad as it seems, because should you be passionate enough about this idea, this person, place, or thing, you have all the resources that you need. You have the drive to move forward and to try again and to mend the fences is what I'm hearing with this energy here. For some of you guys, it's not as bad as it seems. You just have to watch what you say with this 5 of Swords energy, or you just have to be more direct with this 5 of Swords energy, and that's speaking to communication. You just need to be more direct about where you are and what you're doing as far as partnerships are concerned. If you're wanting to just play the field with the 5 energy that's here, which speaks to Leo's house, and it talks about like love affairs and just letting loose, just to say, for lack of better words. If you're really not in a place where you know that you can commit, then don't try to, again, stroke your ego here with the Emperor card that's here, and try to have your cake and eat it too, and keep people in the dark about the fact that you want that, right? Maybe you're into more of a polygamous than a monogamous, committed, exclusive relationship. You have to be more upfront, again, and honest about that, so that people can have the freedom to choose whether or not they want to be involved with you, okay, going forward. So that's a lesson that you guys maybe have learned in this. Again, if you were trying to pit two people against each other, you couldn't make a decision because you were involved with two people that you have feelings for. And again, somebody having to make that executive decision to walk out before you could really wrap your mind around what was going on and who you really saw yourself with, and really being able to come to make that decision on your own here. Okay. Some of you guys just struggle with articulating how you feel on a heart level. And that's been the conflict of interest. It doesn't even have to be a third party. It's just you personally and what's going on within your own placements and charting, and the process of evolution that comes with growing as an adult, and being able to have a relationship. All right. This is you needing to change your ways in that way. Again, and stop being so domineering and or controlling here, and that working against you. Some of you guys really have a lot of masculine energy though, and that stops you from being able to speak from that more female, feminine, receptive heart space, and being able to engage at that level and feeling comfortable enough to do so. Right? It's just not comfortable, maybe because that's not how you were brought up, with this Emperor and that being the number 4, okay? And that's speaking about home and structure. So if you never saw that growing up, you don't have a model for it, then this is kind of something that you're having to construct on your own. And of course, there's going to be hiccups with that along the way. But the wrong people will always fall away so that the right ones can come through. Okay, so again, it's just taking those lessons and implementing, applying these ghosts of Christmas past into your future, so you're not making the same mistake again. All right. Some of you guys are wanting to reconcile with someone with this judgment energy, people from the past trying to come back, just to reconcile differences that may have come up. But because with this water and this fire energy here, and those being the two most intuitive signs, and the way that we can absorb energy, I feel like somebody feels that now is not the right time. It's kind of going to go in one ear and out the other, and they're right with that as far as what's wrong with the situation. Somebody's not in a place where they can yet receive what it is that you have to say. They're not going to believe anything that you have to say. You know what I'm saying? They're not up for taking it out. They kind of have like that impression, and they kind of want to stick with that. Like if you've wronged them, they've pinned you out to be like a shitty person, and nothing can convince them otherwise right now. Like you can feel that energy coming off of them, even if you're not in their surrounding. You just know now is not the best time to reach out. Some of you guys don't want to reach out because you don't yet really, again, know what to say. You can't articulate your thoughts. And so until you can get it all organized and all together, and really know how to properly address the situation without being hurtful in the speech, because you know he's on stilts and stuff, then you're just gonna just be working on other things in the meantime, and just making those adjustments, and maybe asking for advice here. But move on your instincts, follow your heart, okay? Don't be so in the mind this week. Do things that feed your spirit, also with this 2 of Wands. If you know now is not the right time, you're gonna follow that instinct. So that's really the best advice for that. Okay? So that's what's coming through for air signs. If this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up. Not air signs, sorry, fire signs. So if this resonated, definitely give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to book a personal private reading with me, I am available. I leave my email in the description box for you, always at your discretion. But if you choose not to get a personal reading with me, and we don't converse in the comment section below, then just do take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again. Okay? Ciao.